Hey, hi everybody. Welcome to the Spring Lamb Show. Hi, Allison.
Hello, Bruce. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
I'm getting hungry.
Yes, me too. Today, this month's show is going to be about lamb. Lamb is those wonderful little woolly things you make sweaters and all kinds of cool things out of. The lamb is also really delicious. A lot of people look at it and they don't know what to do with it. These are some cuts of lamb that there's a lot of different cuts, but these are really the only ones that I would buy because they're really readily, easily to take. There's a lot you can do with them and things like that. This first piece, this is a lamb shank. This is like a leg. There's a little bit of meat on here. It's nice and there's a nice bone in there. This makes a very good stew or something like that. You can actually use it for, there's a really neat recipe I got where you put this in a baking pan with some potatoes and onions and an envelope of Lipton onion soup. And it just cooks for like 3 hours and it's wonderful. Ooh. This is a lamb roast, and you can see this has got the shank portion attached. This looks like a leg. This is you know, at the market, if they cut it off, they can't sell it with it, so they have it just hanging there like that. This, I'm going to try to barbecue this. Supposedly lamb is, like down south, barbecuing is mostly with pork and beef and things like that, but in Kentucky they actually use lamb. These are lamb rib chops, but this is what they call Frenched, and you can tell it's French because it's got a big tongue over there. Anyway, what they've done is they've cut the meat off the bones, and this is like a little roast, kind of like a standing rib roast, and you can cook these, and they look really, really neat, very, very elegant when you cook them. If you were to cut these in pieces, you'd come up with these are lamb rib chops. Now these are really nice because you can French these and then grill them and serve them as an appetizer. As you get the really small ones at fancy restaurants and weddings and things like that, they'll pass around these. And you know, basically it's just one bite, but it's a wonderful, delicious bite. Now, these are my favorite. These are lamb loin chops. These are a little bit farther down from these. They've got the sirloin and the tenderloin there. These are really nice. These are just so wonderful. Now, if you look at this, this looks like something else. Ta-da! This is a porterhouse steak or a T-bone steak. And you look, see the similarity? It's the same cut. It's just, this is from a cow, this is from a lamb. Cows are a lot bigger than lambs. So you have the tenderloin right here, and the sirloin piece, and the bone shaped like a T. This is like the kind of steak, if you could get this thing this thick. This is what I'd like to eat. This is what you get at Ruth's Chris if you have them this thick. Unfortunately, I don't have any ribeyes. The ribeye special was so popular last night, we ran out of them.
We ran out at 7.
Yeah, I got Izzy in procurement looking to buy us some more for tonight. Hopefully we can get it.
Go, Izzy, go.
I'm expecting a phone call from him. Anyway, if you were to cut the bone off of this would look just like a ribeye. Obviously, the beef is a lot more marbled than this. But we're just going to be dealing with these today.
What I'm making now to accompany our lamb is potatoes au gratin. Now, this is not a bikini-friendly recipe by any means. The beauty of this dish is that it's elegant enough to accompany a formal main course such as filet mignon or rack of lamb. However, it's rustic enough so that you could serve it every night with your chicken, pork chops, or you know, you could spike up a meatloaf a little bit. So I've peeled and am preparing 2 pounds of Yukon Gold Jack potatoes. I'm going to use this technique to slice them. What you do, you cut it right down the middle so you have your 2 flat surfaces, which makes it very easy to slice. You want the slices to be about an 1/8 inch thick. So I'll tell you why I like to use Yukon Gold potatoes. They're a very starchy potato, which in itself is going to help thicken the sauce and as well as add a cling factor so that the creamy, cheesy sauce is going to cling to every bite. And
really cool, even the flesh is gold
yeah,
nice yellow color.
It's a nuttier tasting potato also. Now, if you cannot find Yukon Gold potatoes, you can always use a nice russet. You want to get as starchy as possible, so avoid your the red bliss potatoes, etc. These are just fantastic. Yeah, so you just run your knife right through. You've got your flat surface, keeping your fingers away, and we've also sharpened our knife. So there we go. So you want to keep the slices. What's important is you want to keep them thickness-wise as uniform as possible so that they all cook at the same time.